Hello, I wanted to make a real quick video. Actually, no picture, just words, sound. Um, Reflecting on 2013. I always like to look back at the previous year and ask myself, what changes do I need to make in my life? You know, One of the things that we have to do that's important for us to do is to take an inventory of ourselves and evaluate ourselves. Just like if you have a job, and you go in front of your employer or a board or whoever, and they do an evaluation on you. Usually it could be every 3 months, it could be twice a year, once a year. But I encourage you to take a look at your 2013, the past year, and evaluate yourself. And what I mean by that is go through your year, go through situations that you were involved in. And what did you learn from those experiences and those situations? What did you learn about yourself? Were you able to learn something and most importantly, not repeat what you learned? In most cases, if it's a negative situation or a bad situation, so that you don't carry that forward in the new year, in the following year. Life is short, and the whole, one of the biggest, our life's goal is to grow and to learn, is to become better people. And how one of the ways we do that is by being honest with ourselves, by being real with ourselves, by looking at ourselves and evaluating ourselves and seeing where we can make changes. And sometimes it's a painful thing to do. But truth will always set you free. Truth will bring the light out in any situation. So when you're in darkness about a situation, when you're in denial about a situation, when you're in denial about things about yourself, when you're honest about it and you face it head on, you can take that situation and you can turn it around in your favor. It's important that we see where we came from and where we can improve ourselves. So when 2014 starts, when that new year comes along, the whole point is to move forward in your life, to improve your life, to become a better person, to become better people. One of those things might be evaluating people, places, and things. There's people in your life that you're not happy with, or they might be people in your life that are bringing you down, people in your life that are a burden to you, people in your life that basically you're carrying, people in your life that are not healthy for you. There's places, same situation, places that you shouldn't be going. There's places that you're around or your environment that you don't want to be. There's things, there's things in your life, there's things you're around that are not healthy for you, are not good for you. All of these things play a big role in holding us back from moving forward. Of course, in addition to fear. Fear is important to understand because when you understand that fear is just something made up, it's something that we assume or presume, excuse me, it's fear is basically fake, it's false, it doesn't even exist, it's something that's created or learned. And a lot of times people don't move forward in their life because they have this fear of the unknown. They have fear of change. They have fear of what's on the other side of that. In order for you to get what you want in your life, in order for you to improve your life, you have to face that fear. And you have to tell yourself that that fear really doesn't exist. It's in your mind. It doesn't exist. It's not reality. You know, I'm sorry, I have a little bit of a, scratchy throat, I guess. But, you have to evaluate your situation. And the most important thing is be honest with yourself. There's a little technique that you can perform, that you can do by taking out a piece of paper and writing all the things about you, things about yourself that you love. And then in the other column, you make two columns. The column on the left is things about yourself that you love. The other column are things about yourself that you fear. See, notice I didn't use the word hate. The opposite of love is fear. It's not hate. It's fear. Fear, like love, is very powerful. When you're in love, when you operate in the method of love, and you look at everything through love, fear basically dissipates. It disappears. But the reason I say this technique works is because if you make that list, if you take a piece of paper and you make a column on the left and a column on the right, or you could take two separate pieces of paper, and at the top you write love, and on the other piece of paper you write fear. All of the things that you love about yourself. This is about you right now. And then fear, all the things that you fear. And of course it'll include things you hate about yourself, things you dislike about yourself, but we're not going to use those words. We're going to just use the word fear. So for example, one of your fears is that you have too much weight, because ultimately, if you get too heavy, it can bring on sickness and disease. Another thing that you might fear about yourself is you're not a good listener. Maybe you talk too much. Maybe another fear could be you have a fear of expressing yourself. You make the list of those fears. Love, things you love about yourself. You might love your eyes, or you might love your shape. You might love helping people. List as many things as you possibly can. And look at yourself, evaluate yourself. Your goal is to move or eliminate as many of the things from the side of fear as possible, meaning eliminate them by working on those individually, or simply, abolishing them, eliminating them from your mind. Because at the end of the day, we have to learn to love ourselves. And what this has to do with the new year, and what it has to do with the previous year, is every year we make resolutions. Every year we make promises to ourselves. And every year we fail. Every year we fail to keep that resolution to ourselves. And we go a whole nother year, and then we make that same resolution the following year. Why? Why is that? Why do people do that? Well, there could be many reasons for that. But ultimately it boils down to you as a person. We as individuals. We have to be willing to take what we learned, the good and the bad, the ugly, address it, face it, and then throw it away. Meaning the ugly, throw it away. Get rid of it out of your life. Take yourself out of that negative situation, people, places, and things. If there's a person in your life who no longer benefits you, sometimes it's family, sometimes you just have to limit contact with that person, or simply eliminate contact with that person because they're holding you back. I talked in another video about dreams. If you have dreams or passions, things you want to do, there might be people in your life that are holding you back. People in your life that don't have the same dreams that you have, or don't want you to have those dreams. Get rid of those people. because they're going to bring you down. It's who you surround yourself with. So, personal evaluation. Look at yourself in your life. Be honest with yourself. Where are you now and where do you want to be? People, places, and things. Eliminate the negative in your life completely. Get rid of it. Throw it away. It's no good. You know, it's garbage. What do you do with garbage? You throw it out. Throw out the negative things in your life. All of those things that create fear and anxiety. People, places, and things. Get rid of it. Don't put yourself in that situation anymore. Because most of the time it's done by choice. We do these things by choice. We surround ourselves with these people, these places, and these things by choice. No one forces you. No one has a gun to your head and says, listen, you know, you have to go here or be around this person or be with this person. It's all personal choice. So the same way you choose those people, places, and things that are unhealthy for you, you can also make a choice and replace those things with things that are healthy for you, that are going to benefit you, that are going to motivate you, that are going to push you to the next level. But it all starts with self-evaluation. When you're making that list of things you love and things that you fear, you can also list people in there and places and things. You know, you might be fear of a person you're living with. You might have fear of people that you're around because you know they're not good for you. Excuse me. Your goal is to eliminate the negativity in your life, the people, the places, the things. That is why the self-evaluation is so important. As you go into the new year, and you're not going to eliminate everything at one time. That's pretty hard to do. But what you should have did last year, New Year's resolution, was throughout the year, little by little, you would have been eliminating some of these things. And some of them may take time. Some of them can take years. You know, some are immediate decisions. Some are a process. But the whole point is that you are doing it. You are actually you're following through, and you're actually eliminating those things, those negative things that are bringing you down, people, places, and things. Some are quick, some are going to take time, and some are a process. But you have the control of that. I'm sorry, I have allergies. When you begin to do that, and I said this in other videos, and I've seen it in my own personal life, when you get rid of the garbage, when you throw away the stinky garbage, the garbage, the junk, the crap, the yucky stuff, when you take it out of your life, good things will come, good things will appear. You know, good things will show up in your life. God will open up doors for you. It's not always as quick as we want. It's in God's timing. But we also have a control of that as well. We have to do our part. In every video I talk about God, because I always say, you have to put God first. God will help you. He will help you eliminate those negative things in your life, but you have to do your part. You have a responsibility. You have a responsibility to yourself. You have a responsibility to your children, to your family. More importantly, you have a responsibility, you have a right to be happy. But it starts with you. Because if you do nothing, if you continue to make these same resolutions that you're going to do this and you're going to do that, and you don't follow through with it, next year, you're going to be kicking yourself in the behind once again. And you're going to make that same resolution. You have to follow through with it. Make that list.